Hello everyone, welcome to my second bus travel video in central London. This is my second video. The first one was done on the day before, on the 4th of May, going from Victoria to Golders Green in northwest London on bus number 13. And if you saw that video, there's a bit of a hoo-ha about that bus travel. This is our second bus ride on the 5th of May, going in practically the opposite direction from Victoria to 20 Fenchurch Street, known as the Walkie-Talkie Building. We got an appointment to go up the Sky Garden viewing area. It's a free access, but you have to book about 3 days in advance for it. It's quite nice because it's an open area and you get to have a look at the London skyline for free. Anyway, we got on this bus, just came out of Victoria Station, and I think this is Victoria Road. Ahead of you there, that Gothic looking building, that's Westminster Abbey. Just behind it is Big Ben, and that circle in the distance there, that's the London Eye. I'm afraid I can't remember what bus number this is. The one we wanted to get originally, which would have taken us direct to St Paul's, which is very near 20 Fenchurch Street, the Walkie-Talkie Building. That bus was not in operation or being discontinued for some reason. No one could tell us what the reason was, so we had to jump on this bus instead. But we're very lucky. Again, we got a front row seat on the top deck of the bus, giving us a grand view of everything. And I think on the right hand side here, you can see, there we go, the right hand side, that's Westminster Abbey. So we're just stopping at the traffic light here. And that little patch of grass, we're just going around it here. This is Parliament Square, I think. Just going round the roundabout, and there we go, that's Houses of Parliament with Big Ben looming into view. But we are now turning into Whitehall. Whitehall is basically one long street of all the various government offices and buildings, and the one here on the left hand side, that's the Inland Revenue and the Treasury building. We are now coming up to this second big building here, that's the Foreign Office. And then a little bit further down, you can probably just about see it, is Downing Street. That black gate with a big crowd of people outside it, that's number 10 Downing Street, if you walk through it. There we go, yeah, we just kind of run past it really. And straight down this street at the end, we'll come to Trafalgar Square. Just some information on the bus travelling around London. So you can use the same Oyster card that you use on the Underground for the buses. The idea is the same. You get on the bus and tap the Oyster card in, usually where the driver is sitting. And but you don't have to tap out, so when you need to come out, you just basically sort of get out of the bus really. There's no more tapping out. It's very convenient and a lot cheaper than the tourist travel pass, the tourist kind of hop on hop off bus. That's much more expensive and you have to buy separate tickets for that anyway. So as you can see here, we basically used the Oyster card on the normal London double-decker buses. It would be good if you could go up the top deck and get a front row seat like we do here. I think the only reason we managed to get these front row seats is because we got on the bus at Victoria, which is like the bus terminal, the first stop. So there was not many people around at the time. But as a bus sort of goes through its route, it'll pick up more passengers and it'll get full, and it'll be highly unlikely that you'll be able to just get the best seat as we do here, right here. So good luck on that. And yeah, unless they've been discontinued and removed from the timetable and all that, bus number 11, number 13, 23, 24 are quite a good ones to get for sightseeing around London. So good luck with that. Okay, so here we are continuing our bus journey, coming up here to Trafalgar Square. The bus just going round this roundabout here, approaching Trafalgar Square. And there's Trafalgar Square with the lions sitting in their corners. And the bus is going to head down into the Strand, which is where we had to change buses in order to continue to our destination. You can probably tell we have changed bus here. Again, we made our way up the top deck and got ourselves a front row seat. And we actually had the whole top deck to ourselves for quite a while before we were joined by some other people. And here we are going down the Strand, another busy street in central London. taxi. The taxi only took about 5 minutes and we made it there in perfect timing. So we got there just in time. I'll be making a separate video on St Paul's and maybe the Sky Garden viewing at some point. Right, this is a video of another bus ride. This was done after we had been to the Sky Garden viewing place. So we came out of that, got the bus from St Paul's, and we have now arrived at Oxford Street. If you saw my video on Regent Street earlier, which was done during the Easter bank holiday, you'll hear me saying how quiet and empty the streets were. This is what it's like on a normal working day. They are just full of people, shoppers and office workers going about their business.